had any doubts, mind you. So, success? Did you find Marzula Joe's notes and memory stones?
Yes, but this work doesn't turn out well. He brought back his pet and things got very hard.
A Sench tiger? That's remarkable. If he managed that, the frog should present no challenge at all. Thank you so much, Walker. When I publish about this, I'll be sure to mention your contribution. I can't wait to see the look on Caldatir's face. I wonder how long after death you can perform these rituals. Do you think they would work on something smaller, like a mosquito? So many questions. Oh, let's not overreact. Advanced spellcraft is as much an art as it is a science. Sure, he may have encountered a few bumps along the way, but that's to be expected. I won't fall into the same traps. Trust me.
You bring back a dragon, I'm not helping. Road. Let's go back to the road. It's up here.
Shh, stay down. Stay low in the grass. We've got ruddy fangs up on the hillside and probably more down on the other side of the cliff. The ruddy fangs are the biggest bandit pride this side of the scar, and probably south of the scar too. This bunch has been preying on refugees fleeing the dragons, as if they haven't lost enough. Shook me down too, bastards. I'm not hiding, I'm waiting. Thought I might sneak into camp at an opportune moment and get back what's mine. But I've been out here for nearly a day now. I should probably just get back to Riverhold before I pass out. You do that? It's a backpack, Imperial Legion make. It was my husband's. It's just some personal items. Things he had before there were damn dragons. Sorry. I'm tired and hungry. I should go. Find me at the inn in Riverhold, and thanks. North of here, towards Cyrodiil. It's a trade town close to the border. Pretty quiet. Or it was. I'm not sure anywhere is quiet anymore. A handful of gold. I don't care about that. I just want my husband's things. The dragons already took his life. I'll be damned if these thieving scum take his memory. Finally bringing my husband home. As much of him as there was. I had to travel all the way to Rimmen. That Tharn witch wouldn't even return his remains to the Legion. Queen? Tuh, she's a traitor. She brought him to elsewhere. Led an army here to restore order for the Empire. She just wanted a kingdom of her own. He died protecting people who'd spit on his grave because of her, if he had one. I'll never forgive Euraxia Tharn for that.
Charge! Damn, that's a big house. Go. Oh, let's go back to. Oh, you can get a dragon. Go to the end.
Heels and stride. Hey, hey, Bandari girl, swing your tail beside.
Way.
Misael thought about joining the Order of the Sun Kaj when he was a younger Khajiit. But all those rules the adepts must follow? Who has the patience for that?
Hey, you came. Did the Ruddy Fangs still have my things? This means a lot, really. I don't have much left to remember him by. The things in this pack and the condolences of the Legion Paymaster every month when I collect his due. Take the gold. I don't need it. You've more than earned it. I didn't really expect anyone to help a Legion widow out here. The Khajiit don't have much love for the Empire these days. Besides, they've got enough of their own problems. Dragons and usurpers and undead. This whole world's coming apart. I'm going to make a small memorial shrine over my hearth, if I still have a hearth. I won't know until there's a break in the fighting long enough that I can get home. I barely avoided a battle between the Dominion and the Covenant on the way here.
Damn.
Watch out for that.
I keep those. So anything available. You can study. Ooh! Cool. Play with the bow for a minute.
Greetings, Walker. Have you a moment to speak? A crowded marketplace, a chance meeting, unexpected, unannounced, and perhaps just the thing this one needs to solve a most curious investigation. Music Thunderboots, at your service. An abduction, to be precise. No ransom, no demands, no obvious suspects or motives. Just a heartbroken father and a missing young lady. But that is why Music was hired, yes? He steps in when all other justice fails.
Well, you know how this is gonna end.
Correct. This one searches for Xynthia, daughter of Ishu. However, Music's inquiries have led to nothing but dead ends. And with the young lady's safety on the line, the sooner this investigation is solved, the better. A chance meeting turned fated partnership. Fortuitous for this one, yes? You should speak to Ishu first, see if he has any new information for us. His house is just south of the marketplace. Can't miss it. Music Thunderboots is a Khajiit of action. Well, he does not wish to merely boast of his prowess. This one aims to prove such skill. Just as soon as we have a little more to go on, of course. This one will confess, while Music is confident in his skills of investigation, he struggles with the more alarming situations his line of work often entails. Such as when large people threaten him with very sharp daggers. Not this investigation, thank the moons. Well, not yet. That is where your expertise comes along, yes? Your bravery. This one's cunning and a few good leads are all we need to solve this mystery. It is a good name, no? Music Thunderboots. When scoundrels hear the footsteps of his boots, they will quake in fear. Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Not very subtle, is it? He is a humble Khajiit of moderate wealth. Seems to keep to himself. No enemies, no debts. No reason why he would be targeted. Yet just a few days ago, his daughter, Xynthia, was taken in the dead of night. Most strange, no? If Music did not know better, he would say that it was an intimidation tactic. Perhaps even an act of revenge against Ishu. But who would wish this cruelty against such a kind Khajiit? They outright dismissed Ishu's claim, believing that the young lady has merely run away. A most vexing call, truth be told. From all that Ishu has told this one, Xynthia is a most sweet Khajiit. Not one to make her father worry.
Okay. Do this quest real quick. Oh yes, kitties. Wait.
Are you here about this one, Cynthia? Has she been found?
Well, let's see what he knows.
Yes, of course. Cynthia was taken in the dead of night. This one has received no ransom, yet he fears the worst. She is a very beautiful Jakajit, you see.
Wait.
Ishu believes that the captors may mean to sell her. Cynthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest of silks. Her eyes are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. Ah, and she always wears a gold necklace. No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay up well into the night, always singing and dancing, that one. If anyone saw something unusual the night Cynthia was taken, it might be her. The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the Musical, she always calls herself. You can usually find her toward the north end of town near the Sand Gardens. Ishu will pray for your swift success. To help find this one's darling Cynthia, Ishu will answer any question you ask. Mel arrived in Riverhold a few seasons ago. Makes a living begging for gold as she sings and dances. She has woken up Ishu more than once banging that drum of hers. Still, we chat occasionally. She is kind, if not a bit eccentric. Mel does not have a home in the traditional sense, so you will often find her sleeping in the stables and bathing in the public fountains. But who is Ishu to judge, eh? We all have our oddities. Cynthia is a willful child. A tad spoiled, this one admits. Ishu dotes on her. The town guard, they do not understand. They say, oh, perhaps she has wandered off. They say, perhaps she is lost. Such foolishness. How can they be so uncaring? Thank you, thank you. May bright moons light your path. Ishu will prepare a feast for Cynthia's return, yes? Perhaps some fish.
Why do I have a
Yes,
feeling this is a
her
cat?
favorite. This one can already hear her contented purrs.
Yes, I believe this is a cat. We're hunting a cat down.
Well, what do you know? A customer. Salutations. Mel the Musical at your service. Are you here for a performance? Ishu, the Khajiit with all the cats? That old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that. If you're looking for trouble, Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell you. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift. Very good, then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it. She's a gambler with a lot of friends in a lot of places. And you know, who am I to judge?
She might have a gambling
business
debt.
after all. But as of late, she just seems to be getting more and more suspicious. In fact, there's been a lot of that in Riverhold. Suspicious activity. People who I ain't ever seen before, going about town at all hours. I mean, I may stay up well past most people's bedtime, but I'm a musician, comes with the territory. And these new folks aren't bards, that's for sure.
Okay. seems our.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest? The stables, Developed a sudden interest in horsemanship, Walker? Oh, looks to be a coat. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes. The sleeping badger is a rock formation just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that Mizik doesn't understand. Mizik will mark it on your map, Walker. Feel free to lead the way. And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations, should trouble find us. But that is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
Oh, so I'm like the bodyguard. Okay. Oh, he is following me. Let's go up around here.
Dark bones! Mizik needs to stop doing that. Feeling a bit... Mizik is all right. That necklace must belong to Cynthia. Skooma. These vagrants must be smugglers. Come, let us speak away from this place.
Oh, I can't shoot it down. Oh well. Oof.
A missing daughter, a hidden note, and now a band of Skooma smugglers. This investigation becomes messier with every step we take. This one is unsure, though it is possible Issue may be hiding something. Still, our priority should be to investigate the gambler who wrote that note. Tajiri was her name, yes? That does ring a bell or two. If Tajiri is a gambler, it is likely we can find her at a local tavern. Mizik will head there at once and see what he can dig up. Meet this one at the Banished Regrets Inn.
Okay, meet you there. Yeah. Da 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 da.
You and I need to speak now.
The wood elves have their rotten.
I must admit, you and Thunderboots make quite the charming pair. And watching you both play at being investigator, why, it's been sleek entertainment, true. But now
Someone's
we
mad.
tread upon sands that are best left undisturbed. Take it as a friendly warning. I hear that you seek Ishu's daughter, yes? I find that very funny. After all, everyone in Riverhold knows that she left town many years ago. Then Ishu has become senile in his old age. I speak truthfully. He had one daughter and she is gone. Has been gone for many years. Tell this to your partner and drop your investigation. Now.
Damn. Oh, bookshelf.
Bright moons look over us today, Walker. Tajiri has just settled down for a round of gambling. While music distracts her, you can sneak into her home and search for another clue. It's just a bit north of the tavern. Forgive this one if he's skeptical. Even if this stranger spoke truly, why then would Ishu hire music? Why would Tajiri have written that note? Why would we find a gold necklace in the smuggler's camp? Then perhaps this stranger simply wishes to confuse us. Throw us off the scent. Besides, we cannot stop now. Not when an innocent young lady may still be at risk. Let us investigate Tajiri before she retires for the night.
Why, hello, sweet meat. Care to play a game with old Tajiri?
Of course. Though this one will admit he is not very skillful.
Oh, wants me to leave. Okay. This reminds me of India, like all the statues in India. Okay. Or else it's over here.
Tajiri, is that you? We need more groceries for the house. There's barely anything to eat. And would it kill you to tidy up our room once in a while? The upstairs is a mess.
This one thinks you're acting very suspicious.
Okay, I'll leave. Now do it again. Now mother mode.
This one hopes you have found something of interest, Walker. Mizik cannot afford to keep Tajiri distracted any longer. And he means that most literally. Blue serpents? 4-pointed paint? If Mizik had to guess, this poem describes drop-off locations for illicit goods. Smugglers often hide them in plain sight. First a sleeping badger, now a blue serpent. Must represent another landmark. That's it. The river is often busy with trade. A perfect place to smuggle goods. Let us search along the river and see if we find any barrels or crates with markings. Hopefully we'll find something that will lead us to Zinthia. Mizik will admit this case is heading in a rather unexpected direction, which is a bit worrisome if he's being honest. It is strange, isn't it? With an operation as intricate as this, it seems odd that these smugglers would target a Khajiit of such limited wealth. This one agrees, but let us first check these smuggler caches. The note said that the goods were leaving town today, yes? That could include Zinthia.
Okay, let's see if it's a cat or really his daughter.
That painted mark seems curious, no? Somerset wine, eh? Not illegal, but incredibly taxed. Mizik has a feeling this bottle didn't find its way to Riverhold through virtuous means. Oh dear.
Oh, did I kill
Apologies. This one is fine.
Oh.
Could that be the painted mark we seek? Oh, if that cheese isn't illegal, it should be. What a smell.
Oh, wow, okay. Frog with wings. Sounds great. I think I'm gonna go back to my 200X. You have Stone Island. If a guard catches you, they will come. Okay. Let's go back to my Iron Mall. Wow.
Khajiit's family died when the plague spread through Senche.
Oh, poison arrows.
Mizik needs to stop doing that. Mizik sees a painted mark ahead. A very pretty scarf for smugglers to wear, yes? Perhaps it belongs to Cynthia. That mark has 4 points, like the note says. This barrel smells sweet, but also rotten. What could it be? Dark moons. They're smuggling spoiled moon sugar. Very unsafe for anyone to eat.
Well, best way down. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Whoa. Bug. Run, 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 run.
Yes, any news of this one, Cynthia? Smuggler camps? Dark moons? Yes, the necklace and scarf belong to Cynthia. Have the smugglers sold her? By Joan and Joe, please say it isn't so. No, of course not. Issue has only lived a good, honest life. Please, you must find this one's Jakajit. She is so young and innocent and probably terrified without her papa. Whatever will Issue do if his Cynthia is harmed? May bright moons watch over you. Oh, really? Well, Issue supposes his family has grown over the years. But how could this one not seek their companionship? Their little faces, their tiny paws. His darlings love him completely, demanding little but affection and food. And belly rubs. But of course, mostly. She and Medwick don't always get along, but Medwick is older and doesn't always like to play or be teased. And just between us, Tak can be a bit of a Jekozit sometimes. I think she...
Upstairs.
I warned you, Thunderboots. And so the other thorn in my paw arrives. I told you, did I not? First time was a warning. Now it is a threat. You both leave town. No more investigations. No more sticking your snouts where they don't belong. Collect your things and leave. That again? I told you Issue's daughter left Riverhold years ago. He's just a delusional old Khajiit caught up in a fantasy. And for this you tried to ruin my little operation? Of all the things. Who I am does not matter. What I can do to you, on the other hand, should be of immediate concern. You either leave Riverhold on your own, or you leave in pieces. Your choice.
So it appears that your strange friend is Rideza the Rogue. Good to know. Let us just say that her reputation precedes her. Well, threats to our life aside, it seems that we finally have a perpetrator. Now we just need to follow her. We are investigators, are we not? You must search for a trail. With any luck, she'll lead you straight to Issue's daughter. Meanwhile, Mizik will alert the proper authorities.
Really shy, he never steers you wrong. kingdoms stretch across the sands. Peace roams our joyful lands. A heart that shines through the dark, wrapped in the threads of time. A demon rises from the east, followed by a crimson beast. All the earth is torn and scorched. Our people know but fear now. A warrior raises sword to the sun, calling warriors to follow. Alkosh guides threads yet unspun. His champion goes forth. His champion goes forth. Soldiers come from foreign shores to join us in our dreadful war, taking stride by the warrior's side and prepare for battle. Crimson Beast nobly bestows a horn to defeat his vile foe. Its call forces fiends to fall. Victory seems so close now. The warrior makes one last stand against the dreaded demon. Ice and blood staining peaceful. What can we do?
Those were fresh sugar claws! I didn't even see who ran into me.
There! Rideza must have stepped on the jelly from the sugar claws. You must follow her trail while this one alerts the guards.
An Imperial once tried to stroke this one while she slept in the sun. Thought Narani was someone's pet. Let us just say that he left Riverhold with less flesh than when he entered.
I warned you! Now the claws come out! Kill these muskars!
your meddling!
Rid of the road. Caught at last.
Did you find my daughter? Where is she?
Here! Your daughter is right here, you old fool!
Rideza! You're the one who stole Cynthia? Oh, this one's poor Jakashit.
Ha! Feeling a little jealous? To go so far as to steal your father's pet.
You think that Ridza the Rogue is finished? It's only a matter of time before I'm back on the streets. And when that happens, you best watch your back. When I came back to Riverhold, I went to see my fool of a father. It's been years since Mother and I left, and I was feeling sentimental, I suppose. Stupidly sentimental. He didn't even recognize me. Of the cat? No, I just wanted to make him suffer. He's always been obsessed with his damn pets. That's why Mother left him, you know. He's so caught up in his little family that he didn't have time for us. For me. Maybe you're right. Just another delinquent with papa problems. Isn't that just the way?
You know, I wasn't too sure about Thunderboots when he first came to town. Thought he would just cause more trouble than he solved. But thanks to the both of you, we can finally put Ridza the Rogue behind bars. No, not too long. But it never takes much time for these kind of operations to wreak havoc on towns like Riverhold. I'm just glad we could nip it in the bud. Ridza herself, however, has been troubling elsewhere for years now. Moldy moon sugar by itself will do little more than make a Khajiit ill. The trouble is when that same moon sugar is distilled into tainted skooma. It's an unfortunately common practice, given that moldy moon sugar is so cheap. Most likely. It's a vile thing to sell, though. Tainted skooma causes some of the most horrific reactions I've ever seen. Days of vivid nightmares and awful pain, often followed by an agonizing death. A truly horrible way to go.
Ishu is so pleased that you were able to find Cynthia. Finally, this one's family can be reunited. What do you mean? Ishu gave you every detail about his precious Cynthia that he could think of. Was there something that made you think his daughter was a Khajiit? Well, no matter. Cynthia is safe and Mizik will have his payment. Ridza has become just as greedy and cruel as her mother. How can Ishu accept such a daughter? Especially one who has already caused him to suffer. Ridza will face the justice of Riverhold's guards, as she deserves. If she wants to make peace, Ishu will make peace. After all, a quiet life for him and his family is all this one asked for. If Ridza wishes to be a part of that, she may be, but it is up to her.
Well, it seems that our investigation has come to a successful close. Though not quite in a way that Mizik was expecting. In hindsight, it makes sense. When you were told that Ishu's daughter left town years ago, Ridza must have been speaking of herself. Still, to have been chasing Ishu's pet this whole time. This is true. Because of our dedication, Riverhold no longer has to deal with these vile smugglers. And let us hope it stays that way, yes? Mizik just needs to collect our reward. Why don't we meet at the Banished Regrets? Drinks are on Mizik. Just as soon as he is paid, of course.
Here!